Episode of Aussie Olympic TV. We're here at day 10 of the Nanjing Youth Olympic Games. Not long to go now, and there's still a couple of gold medals that we could still get our hands on. Joining me today is Nathaniel Stewart, and Tim Howard, two of the hockey guys who will go into their gold medal match tomorrow evening. Elise Downing, who is a 10-metre air pistol shooter, and Daniel Clopatofsky at the end there, who is a 10-metre rifle shooter. Nathaniel, I'll start with you. What's been the experience for you so far through all your games, and what are you looking forward to about tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's been really good. We've come up against quality oppositions every game. It's never been an easy game. We know we've got to go through the processes and do every 1%ers. The experience has been unreal. It's an amazing atmosphere out here, and yeah, can't change it for anything. Yep.
So what's the mood like in the team? Coming out of a good semi-final win, what does that feel like?
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good. We obviously want to win. It was a hard-fought match in the semi, and we've got to make sure we do every little bit of preparation now to hopefully get the goal.
Yep, awesome. Tim, just head over to you. What are your thoughts on the entire games? What's been the highlight for you?
Yeah, look, the highlight was for me last night. Scoring 2 goals in the semi, but yeah, look, it's just been fantastic and it's such a good experience, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
Awesome. So, what were your goals coming into the games? Did you just want to maybe make the final 4? Did you want a semi gold? What were you after?
Yeah, look, we wanted to uphold the Australian hockey values, I suppose, and just go for gold. We spoke about it at the start, spoke about some good values and some things that we wanted to do, and we basically wanted to go for gold.
Yeah, awesome. So what was it like? What was going through your mind once you knew that the gold medal match was ahead? Were you nervous? Were you excited? What was going through your mind?
Well, we celebrated pretty hard, I suppose, last night. We all knew that we had a job to do and still had a lot ahead of us and a lot of preparation and homework to do on our opponents. But yeah, it was a good feeling.
Yep. Elise, we'll just head over to you. Tell me about your competition. How do you think you went? What were some of the highlights for you?
Well, it was between my average, so my coach was very pleased with me. I was happy with it. I was probably hoping to do a little bit better than I did, but I still think that being there and competing on the line with so many other countries was a real achievement for me, so I'm really happy with how I went.
Yeah, you had a lot of your family come over to Nanjing. You had 3 generations, your grandparents, parents and 2 older brothers. How much did it mean to you when you found out they were going to come over and support?
I flew because I haven't seen them in a while, and my grandparents and practically my whole family came over. It was really good to have them to support me there.
Did it put more pressure on you, knowing your parents were there or your whole family was there, or did it sort of calm you down?
It didn't calm me down exactly, but I was more in my zone and I managed to block things out like that, so yeah. It's more individual and how I wanted to do well for myself and just, yeah.
So what positives are you going to try and take out of it into your next competition?
Probably how I manage myself and just how to deal with just all the expectations and score-wise and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Daniel, just go over to you for a second. Just like the others, sum up your experience. What's it been like competing with some of the elite young athletes in the world?
It's pretty nerve-wracking. You see all these guys in World Cups, back on the scoreboards, getting into finals. I was up against the world #1 out of the athletes, so that was a pretty weird experience for a kid from Sydney who hasn't really competed outside of Australia yet.
Your grandfather and father have both competed in shooting for Colombia in the Senior Olympic Games. Did that put more pressure on you coming into the youth games? What were your thoughts? Being sort of a 3rd generation.
For me, it's weird. When I went into Kenya and stuff, it was weird hearing that other kids didn't have Olympian relatives. So when I came here, it's just normal. I didn't feel any pressure. Chill.
Yeah. What have been some of the highlights just about just the atmosphere here in the village? Meeting all the different countries. What's it been like?
It's been great. I speak Spanish, so I doubled my friendship days there. So I get a lot of that practice, and everyone's really friendly, mostly, and yeah, big party.
Elise, just jump back over to you. How's this whole experience been for you? You're still a young girl, you know, to be given the opportunity to do this, it must be something special.
I've had the best experience so far, like socialising with people and just the village itself. It's just so much more than I expected it to be. I'm loving it here, and to be honest, I'm not sure I want it to be over, but it's been great.
Yeah. So what are you aiming for after these games? Rio, Commonwealth Games. What's in your sights?
I think Rio might be a bit soon for me. Like, there's some really top shooters, especially I know a few girls in Australia, and they're pretty good. And but Commonwealth Games in 2018, that's definitely one I'm aiming for.
Cool. Tim, just jump back over to you, mate. You know, what's it been like? You know, being part of a national team and knowing that you're just one of the elite Australian hockey players at the moment.
It's just such a big privilege, and you know, we speak about it all the time about how much pride we have. You know, we had a camp before we came and dropped a couple of guys back there, and just such a privilege for us to be the ones that play out and go out there and try hardest.
Yep. And what were your initial reactions when you found out that you'd be coming over?
Yeah, I was just ecstatic. You know, there was such a big build-up, and we had trials and qualifiers and, you know, a few little niggles in there, but it was just, I was just so happy, and a big privilege to come over.
Awesome. And what's next for you?
Next is hopefully a camp at the end of the year, just like a national futures camp. Other than that, get a bit of a break after this and hopefully have another good year next year.
Awesome. Same to you, Nathaniel. You know, what are you aiming for next after this?
Yeah, like Tim said, there's a national futures group coming together towards the end of the year, so hopefully make that. But otherwise, I'll just keep taking it one step at a time and improve my game and see where it takes me.
Awesome. Well, that's about it. We should give a huge shout out to Caitlin Parker, who won won bronze in her bout in the women's 75 kilo boxing. So huge congratulations to her. As I said, there's still a couple more golds up for grabs. The hockey lads are going for gold tomorrow night, and in a gold in the 8x100 meter athletics race could be good as well. That's about it from us for this episode of Olympic TV. Tune in again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you then. Bye, guys.